Flight boss, bitch, it's a nice day. I'm finna start taking my camera outside with me to do this 360 so I can show y'all how to do a 360, which angle to turn from first, because depending on where you at on Earth, sometimes you may have to turn right first, or sometimes you may have to turn left first. So you know what I'm saying? You go outside, do your daily 360. See, what you do is you start from where the sun at, and if you know where the sun at today, which is the sun is in what, Gemini? Like 0 degrees or something, Gemini, 1 degree or something like that, Gemini. So you look up in the sky, you know exactly where the sun at, and just go from there. You know what I'm saying? And every star you see or moon you see, you're gonna know exactly where is it at. Like for an example, if the sun is right here, and you do a complete 180 and turn around and look at what's exactly opposite of it, you're gonna know that's the opposite part of the sky. So if the sun is in Gemini, obviously any star you see directly opposite is gonna be in Sagittarius. Like, this shit is easy as fuck, man. Like, I don't be having to look at shit. I just take my ass outside, man. As long as I know where the sun is at, I take my ass outside, man. Do that 360, man. I know where everything at. But this video is significant right here because I'm finna drop the It mixtape May 31st. I'm dropping the It mix, and it holds significance because that is the Archangel Michael's day. You know what I'm saying? Archangel for the Earth. You know what I'm saying? That from an Earth perspective, that's the Archangel's Michael, which is Aldebaran, fixed star. It's Aldebaran's day, and that's my opposite because I'm a moon in Antares. My moon is in conjuncted Antares when I was born, so naturally Aldebaran is my opposite. So Archangel Michael is my opposite. You know, Archangel Uriel, but I don't want people to think of it like it's an opposite it's opposing me, because we all work together. Now, our traits oppose each other. We're not down here fighting battles with frivolous human battles, like dealing with emotions and shit like that brings upon jealousy and stuff like that. We're not dealing with that. So we're not opposing each other like that. We're opposing each other due to the source. Like, we just do separate things. We have separate jobs, so our jobs oppose each other. If I'm trying to do Michael's job, and he would oppose me if he's trying to do Uriel's job. Now, he can't do, and the same way we can't do Gabriel's job, and the same way we can't do Raphael's job, which Gabriel is Formahalt, the fixed star Formahalt, and Raphael is the fixed star Regulus. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we work together, we just have separate jobs. Like, I'm the fire of God. The Archangel Michael is the hand of God. You know what I'm saying? Which is the force. You know what I'm saying? Gabriel, which is Formahalt, he's the well-being strength of God. Like the emotional stability, the energy that's behind God. You know what I'm saying? And Regulus he enforces it. So let's look at it like this, because I don't want to get people bent on words, because I don't like to say things the way the internet say it. So once I start saying it and people start saying like, oh, he had to read that to see, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So when I do look at it and then use specific words and paragraphs from that shit, I feel cheap. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel cheap, but I'm aware of everything it said. I hope you're aware of everything it says on the internet. But my interpretation, because I am it, you know what I'm saying? My interpretation is like this. Archangel Michael is on the right. Say God is in the middle. Archangel Michael, which is Aldebaran, fixed star, is on the right. So this is the right quadrant. So if we want to talk about the yang aspect of it, that's Archangel. If we want to talk about the yang aspect, that's Aldebaran fixed star. And it holds the right quadrant of the solar system. It controls the right quadrant of the solar system. Now we want to get to the yang, say God is in the middle. The Archangel Michael will be on the right of God. He will be on the right hand, the righteous hand. You know what I'm saying? The army, the force. You know what I'm saying? Archangel, now if we want to get to a yang aspect, let's get to the Archangel Uriel, which the yang aspect is the fixed star Antares, and it holds the left side, the left side quadrant of this solar system. This solar system. It's 1 million solar systems in the Milky Way. Just our solar system, our planetary system that circle around our solar, which is the sun, and the lunar is the moon. So Aldebaran is the left hand. So if you want to talk about the yin aspect, Archangel Uriel, which is Antares, and the yang aspect, the fixed star, and the yin aspect is the Archangel Uriel, and it is the left hand of God, which is the opposite of the righteous. So it's not righteous, but it's put on this earth to show. It attacks the evil within people to convert it to righteousness. So Antares, which is Archangel Uriel, has to show the ability of, he has to show the yin when Michael shows the yang. So the evil spirits on earth who's naive and not consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously aware, they need to see aspects from Antares to know where they're going wrong. It's almost like an integrity thing. Like Antares is here, Uriel is here to show you your faults and where you need to elevate at. Whereas Michael is here to eradicate that. All right, now Regulus, now let's get into the yang aspect. Regulus, the fixed star Regulus. This will back God up, like back him up. You know what I'm saying? Like it is the back forces. It is the energy behind God. Like if God was to come down here right now, you would feel the power of Regulus. You know what I'm saying? So he will from the quadrant, I'm talking about yin and yang. I'm mixing it up. Sorry, y'all. It's early. You know what I'm saying? I did my 360. I'm flying right now. From a yang aspect, Regulus is a fixed star, and it holds the quadrant of the highest aspect from Earth. Like, say Michael's is right. I mean, Aldebaran is right. Antares is left. Michael holds Regulus holds the front end. So if we looking at it from an Earth perspective, it's the top end. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes a grand cardinal cross, basically, and it makes a cross. You know what I'm saying? Michael, Aldebaran, aka Michael here, Antares, aka Uriel here, Regulus, aka Raphael here, but it's really in the front. You know what I'm saying? From a yin perspective, it's backing God, which is the front. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. It's behind God. It's just forced the front, right? And then Gabriel, the yang aspect is the yang aspect is Formahalt, and it's from a the quadrant aspect in the sky is down here, so that it completes the cross. It completes the cross. It's down here, so it completes the cross, and it lands at 3 degrees Pisces, and it's since it's down here, and we want to talk about this is why Pisces rule the feet, and a yin aspect. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, in the yang aspect, comparing it with the yin aspect, is actually at the feet of God. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes the Grand Cardinal Cross is at the bottom, which is the feet. If the Grand Cardinal Cross was a person, you know what I'm saying? Pisces rule the feet. You know what I'm saying? Formahalt, the fixed star Formahalt lands in the feet. You know what I'm saying? Of the solar system. So, but we want to get to the yin aspect of it is the Archangel Gabriel. Now, Gabriel made a lot of appearances. Gabriel was in the movie Constantine. Gabriel is all through the Bible. Gabriel is everywhere, and this is why. Because where Archangel Michael may be right, where Archangel Uriel may be left, the opposite to righteous, where the Archangel Raphael may be in the backing up God's energy, the Archangel Gabriel is in the front of God. So when you see Gabriel, you may think that is God. Actually, Gabriel been down here on earth a lot of times playing God. These are people who play God. You know what I'm saying? But they're not God. But in some instances, God give them the energy and the power to be able to exude it. Now, by them being dreamy and everything and absorbing other people's emotions and shit like that, they may tend to use the power for their own objective. And that's how former Hawks lose their wings. Just like me, I lost my wings because I'm the Archangel Uriel. I was doing things that was without integrity. Like I was doing things out of spite. I was doing things, and I'm not supposed to work like that, because I'm here to show people that's your faults. Like anytime somebody come to me with a problem or something like that, I'm supposed to be here to make light of the situation, because I am the light of God, and I'm here to show you where you can go wrong, because that's the realm I stay in. Like I didn't look, before I even came to Earth, I had to go through Hades. I had to go through a bunch of star systems, Draco, the serpents. Like, my mission is hectic. So when I come here and act shit out on Earth, hell yeah, it's gonna be kind of destructive. But it's cause destructive. See, this is the difference between me and Michael. Michael caused structure before chaos. I cause chaos before structure. So that's our polar opposites. Where there's structure, that's where Aldebaran goes to show people that whenever there's chaos, we always have to come back to structure. Where there's chaos, I have to be there to show people wherever there's chaos, you need to bring it back. Wherever there's structure, it needs to be chaos, because that's the only way something can be broke down and made better. And then on Michael's end, he thinks that it's only better that something can be put together first. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's almost like our jobs oppose each other, but for the reason of the human race. Like we're not participating in these things. We're just carrying the energy of these things. So it's like, the reason me dropping the It mixtape is because the Archangel Michael is since he's my opposite, he's gonna help me. He's gonna help it settle with everyone except me, like my opposite, right? The sun is in my 11th house right now. So I can get into a whole lineup of how my house and how my placements line up with the placements of right now, why this is gonna work and why it needs to work and why it is gonna work and why everything just line up the way it lines up. Is just crazy. But it's like it's okay, just use this. Say you got your first house, right? Your 7th house is your relationship, right? So it's how you are to other people or other people are to you, and it's with you taking yourself, the I am yourself, your self-awareness, which is the first house, and you expressing it to the 7th house, which is the opposite, which is how you're going to get along with others. Now, since the Archangel Michael is my opposite, which is the fixed star Aldebaran, he's going to do that with my mixtape, my album. You know what I'm saying? He's going to do that. So, and he understands all the archangels. And I don't want to get it mistaken. Like, we are the 4 most powerful archangels, which is Uriel, Michael, Formahawk, Raphael. But it doesn't stop there. Actually, we're just the most powerful from an Earth perspective because we control the 4 quadrants of the solar system. But there's actually more powerful archangels here, and it's like mixed breeds. Like you got Nephilims, you got the Anunnakis, it's a bunch of mixed breeds, and they're like giants on Earth. It could be like a midget, but you oppose that midget, you're going to feel a giant energy. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, damn, I shouldn't fuck with him. See, it's an energy. It's things you need to understand. There's things you're just not going to see with these 2 eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, for an example, say you get into an altercation with somebody, right? And you start to belittle them, right? They might be littler than you, scrawnier than you, so you naive, you belittle them, right? Then they just show you a massive amount of heart to the point that you feel like, man, I better not fuck with this person again, right? Now look, what you see with these 2 eyes was a short person, right? So you got carried away with these 2 eyes. You got carried, which AKA you got carried away in the illusion. You got carried away into thinking something was what it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So you got carried away in that illusion. Now, when you got your ass beat by the little motherfucker and really realize you shouldn't fuck with this person, when you close your eyes and forget what you've seen and close your eyes and start feeling the emotion behind it and start feeling and start getting into your feelings like, damn, man, I shouldn't have fucked with that person, man. This boom, 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 boom. It appears to be a giant issue, a big issue inside you, right? It's a big issue. So that person may have been a giant. It's just the illusion you seeing. The person made it look scrawny and you took advantage of that. See, that's an example right there. Like you got mixed breeds on earth, all kind of shit. You gotta watch shit. I'm very gentle and kind to the energies and spirits and shit. You have to be kind and light as the dove, but you have to hate. You have to hate too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you have to know what you hating. You can't just be out here hating shit because you'll become a hater. You have to know what to hate. Because if you know what to hate, you could become a savior. You know what I'm saying? Because you could get a lot of people to hate the same thing. And a lot of people is not going to hate a lot of people are not going to hate the same thing if you just a hater. If you a hating person who just hate everything, you're going to put yourself in situations where you find everything to hate that everybody else don't hate. You don't want to do that. You want to put yourself in a situation where you hate things that everyone else hate. You know what I'm saying? That's not a hater. You become a savior. You have to know what to hate though. You just have to know what to hate. And I'm dropping a mixtape on Aldebaran's Day, which is the Archangel Michael's day. And it's like I'm giving my mixtape to someone. Opposing to dropping it my day, it's just like I'm giving my mixtape to me. And it's like I'm being satisfied with it. No, but I'm dropping it on the Archangel Michael's day. So it's like I'm giving it to my opposer. So I'm giving it to someone else. And he's an archangel himself. He do what he do. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He understands this mixtape like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it's a lot of other significance too, because I don't want to make this video just about my mixtape, but it holds significance because the next day, which is June 1st, is my moon birthday. Later on in the day is gonna be my moon birthday, which is so you look, the sun is gonna be May 31st. This is gonna be Archangel's Michael Day for Earth. Then the next day, which is June 1st, gonna be my moon birthday, which is my energy is gonna be on the earth inside people emotionally, which is gonna go through. The moon is gonna be and is gonna conjunct Antares. So it's gonna be my moon birthday. Then the next day, which is the June 2nd, is gonna be a grand fire trine with Uranus, Jupiter, and the moon. And I'm already a grand trine fire person. My sun is in Aries, my moon is in Sagittarius, and my rising is in Leo. So Jupiter is gonna be in my first house. The moon is going to be in my 5th house. And Uranus is going to be in my 9th house. Which Jupiter is already in my 1st house. Uranus is already in my 9th house. And the moon going to slide right over from my 4th house into the 5th house. And the moon is originally in my 4th house right now. Anyway. And my 4th house is Scorpio. But that's because my moon was before the 10 degrees, but it's close to the 10 degrees, so it's teeter-tottering that 4th and 5th house, you know what I'm saying? But the moon gonna slide in my 5th house, and I'm gonna have a grand fire trine just as well as the earth. And so I'm gonna be very potent these 3 days. My energy is gonna be very potent on this earth these 3 days. I'm going to manifest myself through hundreds of people. So you may even come across me in your life. Like, he may not look like me. He may not be me. He may not dress like me. But God damn it, you talk to this person, he might just be me though. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing. Because I already do this with planets and all kind of shit and different universes and shit. But I'm going to do that on Earth. For these 3 days, my energy going to be potent. So I'm going to jump in through like 100 different people. And it's going to be thousands of me's on Earth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to control this, right? And the reason, I'm not doing all this for my mixtape. I always have higher purposes of doing this. The reason I'm doing this, because actually the universe is giving me the power to do it. Then another reason I'm doing it is because Saturn is in retrograde. Now Saturn, I think, been in retrograde since April, since my birthday. And it's going to be there all the way to what? The year 2022 or something like that. Like, look, this is going to be a change. And it already has been a change. But a change in, how can I put this? Because some things I see, I can't really put them into words because words equate to sigils. And it's a lot of sigils that haven't made it on Earth yet. Like, there's a lot of energy sigils and certain symbols and certain directional patterns that's not on Earth yet. You know what I'm saying? And Saturn going on retrograde is fucking with the time. Now the time's going to be fucked up. So right there to tell you that times is going to change. So whatever time you've been living in and got comfortable with is coming for a change. So like the times itself is changing. If you get what I'm saying. Like Saturn is in retrograde. And if Saturn controls the time, this means that time, it doesn't mean time going backwards. It means the times is changing because the actual rotation of Saturn has changed. It went in retrograde. So the time is changing. So times is changing. So you're going to see a lot of different things. Like a lot of different things that you didn't see before. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of elevation is going to happen. A lot of elevating. Because look, Saturn is taking time itself to look back at time itself. So the time is going to compare. So look, this is what's happening. Saturn creates force fields in the sky. Within this force field, we can elaborate time. This is how we know time is not linear, because Saturn is not linear. Saturn is not going straight somewhere. Saturn is going in a rotation, right? Now the illusion of time is going in a rotation too, due to the moon. But the time itself is going in a rotation, right? Now, this force field, say Saturn went into the rotation, right? Behind the movement of it was a force field. Now, this force field helps keep it in the rotation, and all the other planets that's in its own rotation keep each other in check. So when it's time for Saturn to come back around,